Good evening, you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Welcome to this online class. Today, we're going to be going over the basics of essential oils. I wanted to present a class for the basics because I know so many people are a little bit overwhelmed of how to incorporate them into your everyday life and how to use them and how they can impact your health. So I wanted to go over a little bit about myself, my history in natural health, and the best way that you can support your body naturally. So I made some slides that will help us go over and help you have a visual of all the information that we're going to go over. So I'm going to share my screen. Great. Okay, so today our topic is essential oils and the intro too. And we're going to be talking about what essential oils are, how sourcing affects the quality, and how to use the top 10 oils safely and effectively. We're also going to be going over a little bit of background of why would we want to use essential oils in other natural healthcare in the first place. So if you don't know me, my name is Betsy Vetter. I'm the founder of Raw Roots Wellness. I am a certified holistic nutritionist and health coach, and I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate and essential oil educator. I'm also a mother of 4, and this is how I got into natural health in the first place. So my journey began about 9 years ago when I first became a mother. I wanted to learn how to take care of my new baby in the best way possible. I wanted the best for her. I didn't want any sort of toxic laundry detergent, and I started being concerned what I was feeding her and what I was feeding myself. This sort of launched me into eating organic foods, and I took it step by step. I took it one thing at a time. I would switch over to organic milk and then organic bread, and eventually it sort of snowballed into this wellness lifestyle, and it has really benefited our entire family. I now have 4 children, and I'm a Florida native and just recently moved to Colorado. So about 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, and through that, I've sort of catapulted me into this natural crusade to help other people because I'm very passionate about this topic. I know a lot of people who have been sick. I know a lot of people with cancer. I know a lot of people who suffer from eczema, high blood pressure, other gut diseases like me, diabetes. So this particular topic of natural health care is my favorite. So I need to say that I am not a doctor. I am a holistic nutritionist and health coach, and I teach people how to enable their body to heal itself. I am also a mom that uses natural methods as prevention and a first approach to support the body in healing. I value the knowledge and services of medical professionals. I know several people in the medical profession, and I believe there is a time and place for both modalities. So as we go through this class, I want you to think, what are your top health concerns? How long has this been an issue, and what is this costing you? So an example of these would be headaches or lack of sleep or stress. And for some people, it's a lifelong thing. Some people have suffered from headaches for their whole life. And what is this costing you as far as not just time, but not just money, but also energy and the value of the quality of your life. So the purpose of this class is to empower each of you to take care of your health and your family's health in ways that you never thought possible. So we're going to be going over a little bit of the synthetic tipping point. We're going to talk a little bit about the modern healthcare and how we need to take steps to take our health into our own hands first to leave room for the medical model for later. So in today's medical model, health seems to be defined as the absence of disease, when this truly isn't the case. We are in the most smartest modern age that we have ever been in. We have more medicines and more knowledge than ever in the history, but we're not seeing true health. Preschool age children is the fastest growing age group being prescribed antidepressants. There are 85% of the world's production of Ritalin, and the U.S. uses it. The drug overdose death rates in the U.S. has more than tripled since 1990. All these statistics don't point towards true health. They point towards a dependence on a healthcare model that's truly not helping us in the long run. These are some statistics that show us that we really need to think about what we're putting in our kids, what we're putting on our kids, and it starts with lifestyle. Chronic childhood diseases is linked to toxic chemical exposure, and it's surging upward, costing $55 billion a year. They're exposed to chemicals even in utero before they're even born. The umbilical cord blood, it's known to have 287 chemicals present in it before a child's even born. So this doesn't mean that we live in a bubble. It means that we need to think about long-term solutions for reducing our dependence on medications, toxins, and food that is not healthy for us. And one of these is a little bit scary. These two headlines are separated by 16 years. So health officials urge restraint in taking antibiotics. This was published in 2001. And this headline, antibiotic resistance, is one of the most dangerous global crises facing our modern world. This was published only a few days ago in the UK. And it said that the UK doctors want to decrease general practitioner prescription antibiotics by 50% in 2020. That's a lot. And if we want to help and be part of that solution, we have to think of ways to take our own health into our own hands. Not to say that antibiotics don't have their place. They absolutely do. They are life-saving, but I think that they have a purpose, a specific purpose for a specific time. So this is a great model of a wellness lifestyle. So at the bottom we have eat right and exercise, and that is part of the foundational wellness, eating right and taking care of your body by exercising. And we all know that that's important, but that doesn't mean we all do it. So that may look like eating out a little bit less, or eating less inflammatory foods for some people. And then exercising, it might mean getting out, doing some yoga, doing some running, being a little bit more active than we are. And it doesn't have to be diving into and taking everything on at once, but we all need to think about these things for our health and the next generation's health. And the next tier is rest and manage stress. And I can't stress that enough, because I've read that managing your stress is more important than even drinking and smoking, because of the damage that it does to your cellular health. So resting and finding ways to manage your stress is very important. The next tier is reducing our toxic load. Now, this looks like finding makeup that doesn't have as much chemicals in it, or our laundry detergent, or our cleaners. Some things are out of our control. This might look like getting a water filter for your drinking water. Some things we can't control, like when we go out and when we breathe air pollutants, and going out into everyday life. We obviously don't live in a bubble. So there are things, though, that are in our control. And at the top is informed self-care and then proactive medical care. So working with your doctor to for your wellness and knowing your body in a way that you trust it and you know that you take care of it first. So this is what it means to live in the 21st century for us. There are 340,000 cases of cancer each year. That's almost 9,000 new cases a day. 121 million people suffer from depression, and it increases 20% every year. For children, cancer is the leading cause of death by disease, and type 2 diabetes, the preventable diabetes, is a global public health issue. So these are something that we all need to take a very close look at and know what we are putting on our bodies and in our bodies. I believe there's a time and place for modern medicine, and I'm so grateful for it. But it's also worth exploring nature solutions before taking a synthetic approach. Our body was designed to heal itself when we give it the right tools, and our behavior is an expression of our beliefs. Also, most people have no idea how great they should feel. So it's my desire for you to feel vibrant, confident, strong, capable, and empowered. And our greatest concern nowadays should be, can we put our healthcare back into our own hands?